Not many Christians want to admit this, but every single addiction is actually offensive to God. Not just simple addictions like alcoholism, being addicted to nicotine or caffeine, that kind of thing. It goes beyond just that. It's literally you just being addicted to the feeling that you get from certain activities, because everybody's slightly different. We all have that one thing that's really difficult to quit. And the reason that it's so bad to God is because you'll find that on a subconscious level, you actually prioritize this thing over God. So what does that mean? It basically means that it's your idol. Without you realizing it, you're basically putting that thing on a pedestal, which is essentially putting God second. Now, if you're putting God second, you're obviously breaking one of the greatest commandments that God gave us, which is to not idolize, to not put any God before the greatest God of all time. So it's really, really important that you identify what is difficult to quit and quit it for God. It might even just be music. You might find that you're always listening to music, and if you stop listening to it, it changes your mood, or it might even upset you, or you literally base your happiness off whatever sort of song you're listening to. Or maybe it's something like people. Maybe you're addicted to getting reactions out of people. You're constantly on the hunt for approval, for attention. You're seeking for that dopamine rush from other people. That in itself is an addiction. And God can see everything, and God can tell that you're addicted to these things, and you might not even realizing it. Are you somebody that goes to the gym? Do you literally prioritize your body above everything else? Or would you be willing to sacrifice your physique for God? Because you have to ask yourself, are you willing to sacrifice this thing over God, over your relationship with God? Because if you're not, then you're not truly putting God first. See, as members of the Latter-day Saints Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, right? A lot of young men go on a 2-year mission. Now, this in itself is a wonderful thing, because you're literally putting everything to the side, right? You're putting all the things, all of your addictions, all of your hobbies, all of your passions, you're putting it on the side, and you're saying literally to God, look, I'm putting you first. For 2 years straight, I'm just going to do what you need me to do. So if you're a young man or a young woman, and you want to prove to God that you're going to put him first, and you want to teach yourself how to prioritize God, then I would recommend that you go on a mission. I'm leaving in a couple months from now, and it's going to be such an exciting experience, and I'll try and document as much as I possibly can. But this is a great way of just showing yourself and God that you prioritize God. So addictions are bad on another level as well. People don't realize that it's not just bad because it breaks God's commandments, but it's also really bad for us on a personal level as well. You might not realize it, but too much of anything is bad, even if it seems like a good thing on the surface. Like literally, there is not a single thing on this planet that if you have too much of, it will be okay. You can't really name anything because it's all just too much quantities of that one thing is going to cause a lot of damage. Whether that be music, if you're addicted to music, that's going to cause a lot of mental issues, anxiety, and amongst other issues, right? If you're addicted to, certain substances, your brain won't be able to operate at a normal baseline dopamine level without them. And you're going to be spending your money on that. You're going to be putting your attention to it. It's just not worth it. So it's more than just a spiritual level to it. There's also a physical level to it. And of course it affects your mind as well. So it's really important that you try and literally absolutely minimize, if not completely remove, all addictions. Doesn't matter what they are, doesn't matter how serious you think they are, anything that you need, you're constantly addicted to, obviously except for basic stuff like food, water, sleep and all that. But things that you're addicted to, things that you struggle to remove, that are optional, that are a want, that are a desire, if you can put those things to the side, your whole relationship with God will completely change. Because even just with fasting, right? Of course, food is a necessity, but we can all agree that in our sort of environment, in our circumstance, we can eat beyond what we just need. We often eat for flavor, for taste. So when you fast, when you dry fast, no food or water for 24 hours, your connection with God completely skyrockets, because now you're literally putting everything to the side, not just your desires, but also the basic necessities. So now you can fully focus on the Spirit and fully be connected to God that way. So even if you just do fast, you don't have to do it with water. You can do it from your phone. We can all agree every single person is addicted to their phone. 99% of people are addicted to their phone. And you might not want to admit it, but it's true. Try and survive a day without food, without water, without your phone. See what happens. 24 hours, it's not going to kill you, but it is going to make you much stronger. It's going to make you so much more connected to God. And you'll see it for the rest of that week. Everything's going to be different. So it's really worth fasting once a month from technology, from food, from water. And yeah, guys, I hope you learned something new from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.